Ghosts of the Evening School. My name is Andrew, and I never imagined that an ordinary evening at school would turn into a real nightmare. It all started when our history teacher kept us after class to finish grading our assignments. This was an old school, built back in the middle of the last century. In the evening, as the sun set, its long hallways looked especially grim. This time, we were detained over something ridiculous. One of our classmates, Jason, played a prank on the teacher by switching his notes. Mr. Hudson got angry and decided we would all stay after class until he figured out who was responsible. By 7 p.m., almost everyone had left the school except for the 5 of us. Me, Jason, Lily, Mark, and Ellie. When Mr. Hudson finally left, we decided to wait until the rain outside stopped. It was November and the weather was dismal. Strong winds, rain, and a sky completely covered with clouds. We sat in the classroom, chatting and teasing Jason about his prank, when Lily noticed something strange. "Do you hear that?" she asked, lifting her head. We all fell silent. The school was unusually quiet, but somewhere in the distance we could hear a strange sound, like faint whispers. "It's just the wind," Mark said, trying to reassure us. But the sound grew louder. "Maybe it's the security guard making his rounds," Ellie suggested. We decided to check it out. Stepping into the hallway, we didn't see anything unusual, but the oppressive silence made us whisper instinctively. As we headed toward the exit to check if the school was locked, we heard footsteps behind us. Turning around, we saw no one. "This isn't funny," Lily muttered. Jason, as usual, decided to make a joke. "It's just an old building. The floorboards creak. Nothing strange about that." But his confidence vanished when the hallway lights started flickering. The bulbs flashed more and more frequently until they went out completely. We were plunged into total darkness. Scrambling to pull out our phones and turn on the flashlights, we realized that all our batteries were nearly dead. The dim light from the phones was weak, but enough to see by. "We'll just find the exit and leave," Mark said. We headed toward the staircase leading to the main entrance. But when we got there, the door was locked. "I told you we should have left earlier," Jason muttered, starting to panic. "Wait, there's a back exit near the gym," I remembered. We turned around and made our way there. As we approached the gym, we heard the footsteps again. This time, they were louder and getting closer. We stopped in our tracks. "Someone's coming," Ellie whispered. Lily's flashlight illuminated the hallway. At the far end, we saw a figure standing with its back to us. It looked human, but its posture was strange. It wasn't moving, just standing there, slightly swaying. "Hey, who are you?" Jason shouted, but the figure didn't respond. Suddenly, it turned around. We couldn't make out its face, but its eyes glowed with an unnatural white light. We screamed and ran back the way we came. When we reached the gym, we found that the back exit was also locked. The windows were reinforced with metal bars, making them impossible to break. "What do we do now?" Ellie asked, panicking. We barricaded ourselves in the gym's storage closet, but the strange footsteps continued to echo outside. Lily, trembling, held my phone to provide light, but the battery was flashing its last warning. "This is impossible," Mark whispered. "No one lives here." Suddenly, the closet door began to creak. Someone was slowly pushing it from the outside. Just as we thought it was all over, a scream came from outside, followed by heavy thudding sounds. We froze, but after a few moments, the footsteps outside stopped. "Did someone save us?" Lily whispered. We cautiously opened the door. The hallway was empty, but the windows in the gym were now wide open. Through one of them, we could see the silhouette of a person. We ran to the window, but by the time we climbed out, there was no one there. The street was deserted, and rain was pouring in sheets. The next morning, we told the principal and the security guard everything. They dismissed it, saying no one was in the school that night and that the doors had been locked. But when we went with them to check the gym, we found the closet door smashed in. Since then, I've avoided old buildings. I don't know what we encountered that night, ghosts or something else entirely. But one thing is clear. The school holds secrets best left undisturbed.